Hello there. Today we're going to take a look at some PlayStation demo discs. First up we have the Pizza Hut blue demo CD. It's light blue, it has a PlayStation on it. You know what, it's better for me to just show you. PlayStation 1. Back so many memories. Although after all these years I finally have gotten myself one of those multi-taps everybody was talking about, as in, and by everybody I mean nobody, because no one ever had one. But hey, moving on, watching a cutscene here. It's Pizza Hut advertisement. Oh no, the pizza is evil.
Hey, welcome to the pizza-powered PlayStation giveaway. Grab that scratch win card to come.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna skip it because that got really cheesy. So let's just take a look at a couple of these here. This is the only demo disc I have that has Metal Gear Solid demo on it. Let's take a look at the Crash Warped demo, because that's like the only real game on here that I've played thoroughly, because I don't own most of the other ones. So let's see what kind of levels and such it features in this demo. Oh, it's this one. So, spinning around, killing everything. Oh, that looks a bit different in this demo. I think. Maybe wrong, but I think it looks different. Going down here, those heels look a tiny bit different, I believe. Spin into a shark. Keep in mind, I may not be doing this for every single demo, but you know, it's the kind of price to pay. So let's see here. Let's see. Blow things up here. See, the interesting things about these demos is that a few of them, I'll point them out when I get to them. A few of these demo discs I've had since I was like really young, like 5 years old. And back then, these demo discs were my life. I mean, I didn't really have many full games. The only ones I owned were like Crash 2, Crash Team Racing, Spyro 2, and not really many others. So you can tell that whenever I'm these demo discs, they offered quite a bit in like gameplay wise. Well, that was a kind of cruel death. But gameplay wise, they usually had like 5 or 6 demos on them, and if you had a bunch of them, man, they were the greatest thing. I mean, you get all these games for free. And while it may not be the entire game, it's all you had. Or at least in my case. All you people out there with spoiled childhoods. I didn't even get the PS1 until the re-release, and before that I had the Super Nintendo. So, because the PS1, whenever it was re-released, I think was only $50. I'm not sure about that. It's either that or whenever I had the PlayStation and it broke or something like that. We went to Best Buy, got it replaced because it had the warranty still, and it only cost us $50 to get it replaced, or either that or we bought just like a brand new one for $50. I forget which one. Which one was correct, and I missed a few, but Anyway, let's exit this level, and it will no doubt have a splash screen telling you all kinds of stuff that you'll expect from the full version, or it could just skip right to the menu, like it's probably going to do. So yeah, it has a Metal Gear Solid demo. All of this. Most of you people out there in YouTube land have probably played most of these, so I am going to move on to the next demo disc. PlayStation and PlayStation logos, trademark Sony Community Entertainment America, all games featured in the product. Yeah. Brief. So, this we've got Kart World Series, which looks boring. Croc, which I used to have. Raystorm, which looks like a vertical shooter. Steel Rain, Porsche Challenge, Treasure the Deep, Intelligent Cube, Parappa, Armored Core, Ace Combat 2, and 2 videos. Oh gosh. I don't know that I really want to show off any of these. So I've played Parappa to death. Croc, I guess, sort of. Yeah. I'll just show it off because it's got like just one level, I believe. I haven't played the entire game in such a while, I forget where it is, where the level is. Developed by Argonaut, the same people who developed the Super FX chip for the Super Nintendo, making games like Star Fox, Popular, or Possible, Popular as well too. Loading. Quite a, no. Now it's time for the level. So, if I remember correctly, what you do is you push this over here. Ooh, that was an interesting sound. And it disappears into sparkles. Push the button. What does that do? Oh, it makes that thing. Ooh, that did not look good. Which means I gotta go push that back. It's nice to know that they painted arrows all over it, even though it doesn't really serve any purpose. Again with that sound. I don't know if you can hear it, but I can. Yep, there's the sound again. I like how the icons on the top of the screen move. Let's see if I can get rid of this guy. Yep. There's that noise again. Climb up. Yep, sound. So I push this over here. I used to have a Croc 2 game for Game Boy Color. I remember liking it, but I don't know if it's any good nowadays. Let's see. Oh, it's a time. It says freaking... Let's just break this block. Well, I don't feel like playing this anymore. So, on to the next demo disc. Let's see, what else is there? Took care of that one, took care of that one. I'll just show this one, just because I know I've had this one for a very long time. It is the Jam Pack 2000. This is a kind of late demo disc. I remember thinking this was like so cool. I mean, because rockets, man. Just rockets. You'll probably... I mean, the disc doesn't say a whole lot, but this does right here. So this was basically the standard for most of the demo discs. You have Vault, which has the demos in it. You have Behind the Scenes, which tells you like secret codes or whatever that you could type in, like button combinations. Imports. They didn't really have a whole lot of these, but they were just really, really weird games. Download station. I'll just show this off. So you've got different save files you can download, like Medal of Honor, all secret codes unlocked. and you can download songs for MTV Music Generator. I've never heard of that game. I did have Medal of Honor before though. So, cool moves. I'll show off one of these because they're pretty cool. Let's do this one. Turn the volume up.
Right here, I'm going to go ahead and show you a really cool move how to unleash your friend from behind the door. Hold down the square button to reach this super speed power up right here, because the object here is to follow this pathway and through the various doors, and you can't stop or get hit once. If you do, you lose the super speed power up and you have to start over again. Go through that portal there and over this little narrow bridge and jump at the last second right here and break down the door, and her friend will be right there for you. Once you save Spinner's friend, you'll get an orb. Now that you've seen it on video, good luck.
Yeah, they really abused FMV when they could. So now we can go into the vault and check out the different demos. And you go in and glaring creepy face. Legend of Dragoon, a game I've only played on this demo, but I've wanted to get it since, and apparently it's expensive or something like that. I don't remember why I didn't get it. Grind Session, I think I'll show that off. Speed Punks, that's like a Mario Kart kind of game. It's really weird, I'd say. Just comes out of nowhere. It's called Speed Freaks everywhere except North America. Then Tomba 2, Evil Swine Return. It's a great game, but the demo is only lets you play it for 5 minutes. Siphon Filter 2, I played that a lot. Spider-Man demo was awesome. NASCAR Rumble, Tony Hawk 2. I'll show off this Grind Session demo because it seems like the kind of game that nobody would ever remember, ever, because it was basically just Tony Hawk that's not Tony Hawk. And I haven't played this demo in a while, so yeah, let's see. Oh my gosh, it's a sound effect. I'll just pick whatever, this guy. This is really generic looking. Probably why no one ever remembered it. And so we go here. I don't know if this place is actually based on an actual location or not. I haven't played this demo in like forever, and oh my gosh, the memories are kind of sort of coming back. Plays kind of like a Tony Hawk clone, but if I was playing Tony Hawk, I would have made that. Yeah, so let's just kind of go around the level here. You've got a bunch of ramps and such. If I believe correctly, this is the only song that plays during the demo. And I can see why no one would remember this game, because it kind of stinks. I mean, the only thing interesting about it is this train here. You'd be able to pull it. You'd be able to land on the train and like do a trick or something in Tony Hawk. Because guess what? This is like not Tony Hawk. So, I mean, it feels like it feels like it's trying to be Tony Hawk, but it's like half good. It's not doing very. I mean, it's doing an okay job at trying to be Tony Hawk, but I mean, really, it's just not Tony Hawk by any stretch of the imagination. Clean out your shorts. Why? Just why? Why would getting hit by a train make my shorts dirty? And my guy isn't even wearing shorts. What is the deal? See, this is just the not Tony Hawk of history. No one would ever remember this game ever again except for me, because I remembered it. But at the same time, I hadn't really played Tony Hawk Pro Skater much when I was like 5. So, Yeah, I guess on to the next demo disc. We've got... How about this? I will show off a different demo disc than I was planning on showing off. I will show off the PlayStation Underground Volume 1 demo disc. This demo thing was 2 discs. Oh man, explosion. It's a U. They're so hip. So, same kind of thing as what we just saw, kind of, except much more primitive. So we've got the vault. So let's check out what games are in it. Twisted Metal 2, Cool Borders, NFL Game Day 97, and Jet Moto. But I will come back to those because I want to show off the rest. This has a demo of Dynasty Warriors, which I'm not sure if we got like a release of over here. I'm not sure if it really counts as an import. Download station. Let's check it out. Carnage Heart. It is basically, this demo disc tries to make Carnage Heart seem like the greatest thing ever, but really it's, from what I don't really know anything about it.
Largest trade show dedicated to the video game
E3,
industry.
man.
You might have read about it in gaming magazines and maybe even seen a few pictures. But now, through the use of time-lapse photography, the Underground takes you for a quick look inside E3 and the making of Sony's outrageous booth from the ground up.
So let's check this out. It's a nice sign they've got there. Looks like something you'd see in like a wrestling match up above, on this, hanging from the ceiling. So they build and they build, and it looks like this was all recorded from a webcam. At least it's better than Sega CD quality, that's for sure. Then again, like nowadays it seems like E3 is so popular, but back then I'm not even sure how popular it was. I'm not sure how cool it was to go to E3. Oh hey, a giant inflatable crash. Changing up the music there, I see. This looks absolutely insane. Like, I can imagine this, it wouldn't be, like, maybe it's easier today to set up booths of E3, but I don't know, this looks like it requires much more work than it would nowadays, just because, like, I don't know. Although it seems like this is the same kind of format that E3 has nowadays. The cameraman stopped to play, I think it was Tekken, not sure. Look at all those TVs. Toe ball number 1. Even more giant TVs. Crash Bandicoot. I don't know if that's the same building that they use nowadays. It looks like it. Just not sure if it is. Bubsy. Oh my gosh, Bubsy. Look at all these 90s people playing games like, it looks like Cool Borders. Laser light show going on. See, I've kind of missed out because I haven't been at E3. The closest I've gotten is PlayStation Home's virtual E3 booth. The day of E3. Or no, it was the day after. Yeah, day after PlayStation's big thing. So it looks like it's the same kind of thing that goes on nowadays, but I have no idea. Is that a giant CD? Yes, it's a giant CD. Apparently he's ready. Apparently I'm not ready. And I just saw a sign in the background that said Sega. Isn't this PlayStation's day? I have no idea what that's from. I sure hope you guys can hear this, because if you can't, ooh, that'd be bad. Yes, I saw the overhead light show. It's almost 222 demo stations. It's probably a lot simpler than this today, although I wouldn't be surprised if it's about the same. So that was interesting. Got to see our E3. Let's see the bulletins. Artwork needed. Send us your game art. So yeah. There's a thing down there that says everything will now come your way. I don't know what this scale thing is. Oh, it's the legal thing. Okay. What is PlayStation question mark? Tell us what's cool and what sucks about this first transmission. Tell us what you'd like to see in future issues. If you'd like, grab a video camera and record your comments. Because digital cameras were so easy back then in 1990 whatever. 96, perhaps? I think. So yeah. Codebook. I always thought this was interesting. Because I've had this for like a year now, this demo disc. Found it at the thrift store. And if you go to codes, it just says, well, at first we were going to print some of the hidden codes and hints for Jet Moto, Twisted Metal 2, Cool Porters, and NFL Game Day 97 on this page. But after thinking about it, how exclusive would these codes be if the first Underground members posted them on the net immediately after finding them? So we thought we'd make it a little more sporting. Therefore, hidden in different spots in this magazine are codes and hints from the games listed before, and hitting the right button combination in the correct area brings them up. So if you're a code demon, you should be able to find them all, but don't worry if you can't. We'll print their location in the next issue so you won't have to ask your friends for help. Psych! I know, how mature. What is Code Archive? Nothing? No, it has codes for, I guess, earlier games? So I guess you can take a look at some of these games and you can see how old they are. Like, so, let's... I don't know about you, but I want to check out Disc 2 now. Just because, I mean, that E3 thing, man, it's crazy. Wonder what Disc 2 has to offer. Booting up the PlayStation once again. Disc 2 of PlayStation. You know what? They probably realized how inefficient this was, because it takes a little while. At the same time, they still shipped the Sega CD when the load times were a million years long. So let's check out what Disc 2 is like. Okay. Well, I was close. It wasn't 96, 97. 1.3 gigs of action-packed demos, insights into how we make the greatest games on the planet, and just plain loads of fun. Did you think we could fit all of this onto just one measly disc? Yeah, right. So here you go, a second disc packed with interactive game demos, and some secret stuff you'll have to be a code meister to find. Hey, we can't do everything for you. The Underground. So, on this disc we have demos of Carnage Heart, Tomb Raider, MechWarrior 2, which I own, Spider, which, that game is hard, difficulty-wise at least. I mean, good grief. Get Killed by Everything, and Rage Racer, which I don't know if that's any relation to Ridge Racer or not. And then over here we've got Oddworld, Abe's Odyssey, and Jurassic Park. But I own the Jurassic Park game, so yeah, that's interesting. I'm just gonna, well, whatever. Next demo disc, although that was an interesting time capsule. So, up next we have Official PlayStation Magazine, Volume 20. But I'm going to skip this one because all it has is demos. And I'm really more in it for the other stuff. Now, I have no idea what's on this disc, except it just tells me right on the front. Well, I guess I'll show a couple of video previews because they're on here. So, Official PlayStation Magazine, Disc 50. Owned by some guy named Justin Mueller before I got a hold of it. So, let's go ahead and head on in to Discland, I guess. Wait, that last Disc 2 of the PlayStation Underground Volume 1, it said 1.3 megs. I'm wondering if that's megabits or megabytes. I guess I might have to look it up or something. I don't know. So, we're waiting forever. And looks like I'm going to have to clean it again. Well, not clean it again, clean another one. Hope you guys appreciate this. Let me check to see what time I'm at. I'll make this like a special, because I'm going to have to edit it anyway, so I've got a way of making it not take however long, and I've got 12 frames dropped. Huh. Well, I'm at 29 minutes. After this disc, it'll be over, and I'll edit it. At least I plan on it being over after this disc. But you never know.
Every morning you're handed.
I'm just going to skip that. And it looks like it has a horror motif. Look at that scary tree. Danger, ride closed. That's a ride. It looks like just a house. Let's just skip back past this here. Official US PlayStation Magazine. The video game demos contained on the CD are early versions that have not yet completed this SCA. So, there's an Adidas ad. And a Dragon Warrior 7 video, which I'm going to show just for all those Dragon Warrior 7 fans out there.
This game has not yet been rated.
So you can maybe notice some differences from the video and the final release if you'd like. Me, I don't really know any, I've never played Dragon Warrior 7. So, turn the volume up a bit. Am I the only one that thinks that song is awfully generic? Looks like Link. That's all there is to it. It looks like Link. I noticed there was a name up there that just said Enix. Or NX, depending on your pronunciation. Still looks like Link. Top left, there's an Enix name. Although my TV kind of cuts it off a bit, but the recording doesn't. Which is kind of interesting, considering my TV is not small. But the picture is cut off a little bit on the sides and stuff. I could probably fix that, but I don't really care that much. It doesn't really affect much of anything. Is that guy getting out of a grave? So, I hope everyone enjoyed my little look into PS1 demo discs. Here are all the demos on this disc, and I will see you all later.